Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a slightly different video. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me whilst I talk about certain things. If you guys want to get advice on friendships, relationships, career advice, mental health, general happiness, things that I've learned in my 20s. I want to say early 20s because obviously I'm still in my early 20s. But before I do all of that, I do want to talk about Arabella Hair. This is the hair that I'm wearing right now. I'm going to show you guys how I put it on and everything. So this video is actually sponsored by them, which I'm so grateful. So they sent me this 13x4 transparent lace wig. I hope you all enjoy this video. I'm just gonna jump right into it now, and yeah. Hey guys, my eyebrows are done now. So the first topic that I did want to talk about is life in your early 20s and kind of what I've learned and what I'm still learning, because it's a learning process. It's not easy at all. One thing I want to say to you guys is when you're in your 20s, whatever age, don't compare your life to other people's life. When you do that, you start living a very unhappy life because you're constantly trying to live a life that's not yours. You think that the moment you turn 20 something, a typical 20-something-year-old should be at this level, they should be doing this, should be doing that, you know, my friend's doing this, my neighbor's doing this, my parents were doing this. That is so unhealthy. Who told you that at 20-something you need to have done that? Who told you that you need to be engaged by this age, married by this age, have kids by this age? It's such an unrealistic expectation to put on yourself. You need to understand that you need to trust God's timing and not your own. That is one thing that has got me through literally everything. Realizing that just because something is not happening to me right now doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. People will tell you things to try and get to you, but you need to realize that your biggest defense is God. Like, that is your biggest defense. And the moment you start trusting him, everything in your life will literally fall into place. Have patience because your time is coming. Now I'm going to talk about friendships and the things that I've learned in my early 20s when it comes to friends, because I feel like I've got quite a good experience on different types of friends. I've learned to put myself first when it comes to friendships. You really need to first work on yourself before you allow another person into your life. And I'm talking about friendships and romantic partners right now. When you value yourself, guys, you stop tolerating absolute rubbish. You realize what is going to break you and what is going to make you in a friend. God puts people in your life to either teach you a lesson or to be a big blessing in your life. Like for me now, when a new friend comes into my life, I ask myself, do I like this person? Is this person bringing positivity to my life? Are they adding value to my life? And darling, if they're not adding value, remove them from your life, because if they're not adding value from the early days, what makes you think they're going to add value when you're a few years down the line? If a person is showing you their true colors from the early days, leave them, delete them, block them, get rid of them. If your friend is there competing with you, draining you, and just kind of like causing you to do things that you know that you shouldn't really be doing, giving you the wrong type of advice, things that go against your morals or your religion or like your parents, I genuinely think that is not a good friend. Don't look for quantity, look for quality. If you have friends in your life that you can speak to and get genuine advice, something that builds you, something that uplifts you, then those are really good friends. If you've got friends that you have to ask yourself twice whether you want to tell them about your relationship or good news or your career goals, business plans, that feeling is in there for a reason. You need to get rid of them. But just know that you're in your 20s, even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, like life is a journey. You meet people every day. So don't be so hard on yourself about friends. Don't keep asking yourself, do they like me? I want people to like me. Ask yourself, do you like them? Do you even like them? And if you don't like them, it's not by force. It's really, really not by force. When it comes to romantic partners, I'm going to put my concealer on as I do this and let it dry. So the biggest advice I want to give to you guys is the less you worry about finding the right one, finding your soulmate and stuff like that, the better. Like I said, God has someone for everyone. So if you start asking yourself, why is my partner not popped up yet? Why is everyone else in relationships? Why am I out here single? Darling, it's because God wants you to be single right now. Maybe there's some things that you need to go through first as a person before you get in a relationship. And the moment you start comparing yourself to how other people live their life, like, you know, this person's in a relationship at this age, this person is engaged, married, you're gonna start being desperate. When you start being desperate, you're going to put yourself in a very, very bad situation, because the first person that approaches you, that promises you heaven and earth, you're going to be like, that's my soulmate. But if you actually take time to learn yourself and pray for your future husband, future partner, and everything like that, you're going to know the difference between someone that's lying to you and someone that's actually God sent. Another advice I'd give you guys is take time to know yourself before you get in a relationship. So when you take time to actually know yourself, you're not going to inflict your toxic traits on somebody's son, do you know what I mean, or somebody's daughter. You're going to actually realize, okay, these are my triggers and these are the things that I need to work on. But when you haven't took time to learn yourself, you're going to think you're always right. And I'm laughing because this used to be me. You're going to always think you're right, no matter what somebody tells you. You could literally be in the wrong to the point where everyone is telling you you're in the wrong, and you will convince yourself that they're also in the wrong. So you need to kind of take time to learn yourself before you get in a very serious relationship, because the worst thing you want to do is get in a really good relationship, like from a God-sent woman, God-sent man, and ruin that because of your toxic traits or your patterns that are unhealthy. Next thing I want to talk about is how to deal with negativity. The biggest thing that causes negativity in someone's life is comparison. I think out of this whole entire video, the thing I've talked about most is comparison, like comparing yourself. When you start comparing yourself, you're gonna be negative. You're gonna look down on yourself and start looking up on those people. The moment you start being grateful when you feel negative, it's gonna be so good, because you're gonna radiate positivity and you're gonna attract positivity as well. I think it's very important to reward yourself for things that you accomplish, even if it's small things. I think it's really good to celebrate everything, because something that is small to you is huge to someone else. So I think you should just get in that habit of like just celebrating your success, get in that state of just being proud of yourself, you know. That's one thing that I do. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is careers and stuff, and things that you should kind of like understand and know. Maybe it's so funny for me to talk about this, because obviously I'm still figuring myself out when it comes to my career. I have a plan and I know that I've got to do certain things to get there. The biggest tip I can give you guys is find something you love and absolutely excel at it. Don't do something that you know you're going to give 50% to. Don't pick something based on, you know, it's going to make the most amount of money. Like, yes, money is important. I'm not going to sit here and be like, money is not important, because money is important. But when it comes to your happiness and things that you can do to amplify that, you need to get in a career that you're going to absolutely love. And that's going to take a lot of experimenting. That's going to take a lot of figuring out what you like as a person. I feel like when you genuinely enjoy your job, you genuinely enjoy your craft, you will make money, like, because you put 100 into it. So I think it's really good to understand yourself as a person. Ask yourself, what do I like? What do I like doing? When I figured out that I am someone that likes talking period. No, when I realized that I am someone that wants to be independent, I wanted to be self-employed, be an entrepreneur and work for myself. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy like making content. I'm a very creative person. That's when I found YouTube. That's when I realized that, oh, do you know what? This is something I can do and this makes money. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like a win-win. I'm passionate about it and I'm also getting paid for it. So it's good. Whereas if you find something that is safe, you can be like, okay, this makes money, but then your happiness is down here. So you gotta weigh up the pros and cons, you guys, because the biggest thing that you need to protect is your mind. Like, you don't want to lose yourself. that is like the biggest advice I can give you. I do really hope I've answered everyone's kind of like question. I didn't want to answer questions individually, I just wanted to talk about topics. Yeah, so now I'm gonna do my hair, but before I do that, let me get on my lips first. I nearly forgot about that. So that's my makeup done, everything's completed, so we're gonna do the hair now. Okay, so this is the wig that I'm rocking today, this one that I'm gonna stick on right now. Stick glue on. They have really good offers as well, so this is their website. This is what the wig looks like. This video, yes, I really like it. It's something that I've never really tried before. This type of color I've never actually put on. I've never been brave enough, but I think it looks quite nice actually. It's a 13x4 HD lace frontal wig. It's honey blonde with piano highlights, so I'm pretty sure that just means brown and blonde. So yes, I'm going to show you guys how I put it on. So this is how the lace looks, you guys. As you can see, I've just sprayed some water on it and it is literally transparent. Okay, so this is what it looks like on. I've done a side part because I love side parts. I think side parts look good on like wavy hair. So I'm gonna glue it on with Got To Be Glued. As you can see, there's no glue on this at all, and it's already quite like laid and everything, which is nice. But obviously the lace is really light, so I'm gonna fix that after. So I use Got To Be Glued spray. I just find it so easy and simple to use this. The other glues, like I've been using Ghost Bond glue, and girl, it took my edges and everything I had, so I'm trying to stay away from those types of glues. So I just go in with a bit of powder to make it all look like my skin tone, if that makes sense. Because there's nothing worse than having a lace that's like 10 shades lighter than you. So put the hot comb on the highest setting and I'm just gonna try and flatten it. Okay, so that is how the wig looks, guys. So I've not done anything to it. Like I literally just took it out of the box, cut the lace, and this is how it looks. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna curl it. Now the curls are actually fine as they are, like it's not too bad, but the thing is I just want to curl it just to define them a little bit more. But when they came out the box, guys, it looked very, very beautiful. So it's me like combing it out constantly. That's what's taking the curls out a little bit or loosen them. So yeah, I'm just gonna curl them quickly. I'm gonna spray a bit of leave-in conditioner again to make it lie flat. So this is how it looks, guys, and can I say that I am in love with this wig? Like I think it's so nice. Let me show you guys the ends. Like it's so pretty, and the curls are so pretty. So this is the wig. This is everything after I've styled everything and I've glued it down. I didn't even have to pluck this wig, which is amazing. They just made it so easy. Like it's pre-plucked, so everything is just done for you. So yes, I do really like this wig. Yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope I've answered some questions of yours, and I hope I've given some like somewhat decent advice. Just let me know if you have any questions, guys. I can always make more videos about these types of topics because I really enjoy talking about stuff like this, stuff that I've learned and stuff that I can just put out there for people to also learn. So yeah, have a good day and I will catch you on my next video.